What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I am taking you on a 12-mile run. It is the long run of my down week, so we're doing about 30 miles. Last week we got up to 50, and next week we'll be jumping back in at around 55 miles. But this week, like I said, down week, we're not quite doing the miles. We're recovering, we're making sure the body feels good going into the second half of my training towards the Wineglass full marathon, October 5th. We're going for a 3:30. How beautiful is it? I'm just seeing it a little bit there. This is quite the place we got here. Yeah, so I'm going to take you on my 12-mile run, and ultimately this is going to be a little bit of an ode to the On Cloudeclipse, a shoe that I will say I've not paid for, but I've ran in 2 pairs of them, and I've run over 1,200 miles, 1,250 miles after today in the 2 pairs separately. My first pair I ran 800 miles in them, and they're just a ridiculous shoe, but they're ridiculously average. There's nothing amazing about them, but they are so solid. But we gotta get going. Yeah, we gotta get going here. Okay, commencing barn loop. Four miles in. Update on audiobooks. I finished Between Two Fires. Awesome book. I'm gonna give it like 4.3 out of 5 stars. Kyle stars. That being said, is the first book review on here in a long time, so yeah, 4.3. Like the ending, I think I need to go like have a conversation with ChatGPT on like what happened there. I was a little distracted while running. Actually, I was driving when I finished it. But yeah, I like the characters. I liked how intense it was. I like the fighting, the killing. I've never really read or listened to like suspense. Might be my thing. We are about 4.3, struggling to get a Gojo mixed berry calf down, obviously while talking. Perfectly timed with the first climb. So we'll keep going. Yeah, been doing about 9:30s maybe. So good. Yeah, I don't know. Everything's pretty good, you know? Sometimes running just like that. It's okay. I'm sore, I'm tired. That's kind of the game plan. That's kind of the point. Yeah. I'll probably climb this hill, go down a hill, and then I'm going to tell you, I don't know, I guess more about the Cloudeclipse. Yeah. Okay. We're 5.5 in. I'm taking a quick second to tell you about the On Cloudeclipse. It's a good shoe. It's just a shoe that's lasted forever. It's a shoe that I've run in 6 days a week for weeks and weeks and weeks on end, and it just works. It's a very classic shoe. It's a big midsole, Helion Superfoam, the Cloud cutouts, some rubber on the bottom, big stack of midsole, 6mm drop, neutral shoe. The fit, I've got pretty narrow feet, at least very narrow heels. I'd say it fits true to size, a teeny tiny bit loose on the bigger end, but definitely true to size. I wear super feet insoles to improve the arch, but that does make them slightly more snug. So if you wear insoles, it's a good shoe for that. And the heel feels pretty good for me for someone who has a very narrow foot. Yeah, it's, you know, those are specs and stuff, but it's more about they're just decent. Like, I don't know how to really get that point across. The shoe has been very solid when I needed a shoe to be very solid, like today. So we're gonna climb this hill. We got some people cruising along, and this is hill 2. And I was actually just thinking, I think I'm gonna make the last 5K a little bit of a bomber. That's if we make it up these hills, all right. So we're 5.5 in. I gelled at 4. We'll gel at 8. Let's keep going. Kyle of the future. 7.08 miles in. What's the incline? Bring it up on Strava. Feels like a wall. Just about to jump into mile 9. Gonna pick it up a little bit. Ease into the last 3. Because you can do that in the Cloudeclipse. Also, sorry about traffic. I slept in a little bit, okay? It's a beautiful day though. Just hit 9. Doing about 850s. Time to cruise a little bit. "12 miles, hour 54 minutes, average pace 9:30. I'm guessing it was about 9:50 for the first 9. I'll throw the splits up on now. But a lot of aerobic, some good anaerobic at the end. All a testament, well, to my training, really. I guess that's the point of the On Cloudeclipse. Get yourself a good shoe that's reliable, and then you put in the work. Wow, it took me this whole video to come to that. It shows that thinking about something while running, oh, bet we are backlit AF, my friends. You get some miles in, you realize it's way more about your fitness. Oh God, I got squat. It's way more about your fitness than the shoes you have on. People are staring at me. So, the On Cloudeclipse are a good shoe, but you have to do the training. Wow. Ain't that just a wild thought? 31 for the week. Good down week. I think we're gonna wrap up there. Hopefully, this is more of a training update / a little bit of a shoey video. But yeah, I mean, in this pair, I now have over 450 miles. And my last pair, I ran 800. Man. All right, stay safe out there. Enjoy your runs. We'll see you next week. More to come, my friends. Big weeks ahead. Yeah.